So I haven't been reading, but that doesn't stop me from buying books. So here's my book haul. My name is Raquel. Welcome and welcome back. The first book is going to be Hood Rat by Quan, and of course, I paid $1 for it. I am a library book shopper. A lot of times I can get some good books, and sometimes I go and I just kind of buy what I see. But this time I was a little specific. I didn't pick up everything because they had black people on the cover. I got Girls from the Hood 15. This one was $1 as well. I got Cubana by um, Jaquavis Coleman. Uh, I don't know what this one was about. I've seen it a couple times. So it says a man's quest to escape his past life is an uphill battle. After seeking a Cuban voodoo doctor to receive a spiritual advantage in his upcoming court case, Saint opens up Pandora's box. The Santeria voodoo seems to work, but at what cost? Saint Dangerous visit to Cuba comes with much more than he anticipated. As he enters an underground secret society of high stakes gambling, he gets tangled in a web of heinous crimes, money games, and backstabbing. Torn between a woman he meets in Cuba and his wife at home, Saint finds himself embroiled in an intricate plan which threatens his freedom and everything he has worked for. Lines are crossed both internationally and morally. This is this dark suspenseful tale. Oh, that's nothing, just whatever New York Times said. But this looks really good. It sounds really good. I cannot wait to get into this. I really do like Ashley Antoinette and Jaquavis Coleman's books. They like I've been reading them for years. Those are the OGs right there. And then I got Cherish Farah, which I was trying to get from the library, but it was on hold, and now I have my own copy, and I don't have to wait. I think this book is I don't know what to call it. Um, I think that this is about two, as far as I can remember, because it has a little tape over it, so I can't really read that part. But as far as I can remember, it's about two girls who are friends. One girl, Farah, is a white girl who lives very well, and I think the other girl, I don't, Brienne, Jerry, I don't know. Let me see, 17-year-old. I don't know this. Oh, is her name Cherish? It might be Cherish. I don't remember. But I know that it's about two girls who are friends. One is black and one is white. So the black girl is jealous of the white girl. And she is doing things to, I guess, make her life harder. Um, and it kind of sounds creepy, like um it doesn't, not scary, but just kind of creepy in a way. She's going to be doing things to her friend, and I guess you could say she isn't really her friend. And I also got Lux 2. I have Lux 1 and 2 on my Kindle, but it is nice to actually have the book, which I paid $1 for this one. And if you don't know, Lux is about this girl. Um, I don't remember her name. I read this so many years ago, but it's about this girl who wants to live a luxury life, and she winds up doing some things that she probably shouldn't do, and she get caught up, and then somebody's trying to kill her or take the stuff back or something or another. I can't really remember the entire story, but I did read this years ago and I liked it. I really did. But like I said, I mean, Ashley Antoinette and Jaquavis Coleman writes great books. And I got Napoli Faithful, another one I've read many years ago. This one was only 50 cents. Um, so Napoli, is it Napoli Married, I think, is on. They made it into a movie. This was a really, really good series when I read it years ago, but it feels different. Um, I have the series on my Kindle, but it feels different. Like I remember really enjoying this series, and I got the first book, which I don't think it's Napoli Married. That's when she gets married to this guy. But in the first book, she's with this guy named Eric, and they break up, and she cuts her hair off and starts wearing it natural. She's like her mother and everybody's always talking about her hair, like her hair is a big deal. Like we know our hair is a big deal. And so she cuts her hair off and she goes natural. And then her and Eric breaks up. She gets with this other guy, and then in Napoli Mary, she gets married. So it's like, just a continuation that's really kind of about, to me, it's just about being a black woman and different phases in her life. And I really enjoyed it when I read it the first time. And that was when it came out, I don't know, 99 years ago. But it kind of doesn't hit the same, not the way it did the first time I read it. And then I was able to get Long After We're Gone by Tara Shelton Harris. Um, I read her other book. Uh, oh my God, I can't even remember the name of the other book, but it was so good. It was so good. And so, because I was able to get this for 50 cents, I could not pass it up. I haven't read it, and let me see. I don't even really know what it's about, to tell you the truth. Let's see, what is this one about? Uh, it says, these are the last words of King Solomon says to his son before he dies. Now, all four of Solomon's siblings must return to North Carolina to save the kingdom, their ancestral home, and 200 acres of land from a development company that has their sights set on turning the valuable waterfront property into a luxury resort. While fighting to save the kingdom, the siblings must also save themselves from the secrets they've been holding on to. Junior, the oldest son and married to his wife for 11 years, is secretly in love with another man. Second son, Mance, can't control his temper, which has landed him in prison more than once. Cece, the oldest daughter and a lawyer in New York City, has embezzled thousands of dollars from from her firm's client, and youngest daughter, Toki, wonders why she doesn't seem to fit in this family, which has left an aching hole in her heart that she tries to fill in harmful ways. As the Solomons come together to fight for the kingdom, each of their facades begin to crumble and collide in unexpected ways. Ooh, this sounds really good. I can't wait to read this one. So this one was 50 cents because it has this little scratch right here on the book, and I guess the library likes to have their books in pristine condition, so when they are not, they sell them. Now, this one is a book that I bought from Amazon. I did a review on this one maybe a month ago. I enjoyed this book so much, I had to have it for myself. This was a really good book. I enjoyed it so much. Um, I think I got it used on Amazon, so I may have only paid $3 for it. I think the shipping cost more than the book. The book was maybe $3, maybe $2, and the shipping was like maybe $3.99. I don't know, but altogether it might have come up to about $6. And then my daughter gave me this one, um, Brown Girl Dreaming. It says, raised in South Carolina and New York, Jacqueline Woodson always felt halfway home. In vivid poems, she shares what it's like to grow up an African American in the 1960s and 70s, living with the remnants of Jim Crow and her growing awareness of the civil rights movement. Touching and powerful, her poems are accessible and emotionally charged, glimpses into a child's soul as she searches for her place in this world. Woodson poetry reflects the joy of finding her voice through writing, despite struggling with reading as a child. Oh, wow. Yes, I haven't read this either, but my daughter gave me this book. She is a volunteer at the library. And so, um, yeah, so she gets free books from the library as well. Uh, she's doing her, um, what do you call it? Uh, Kids and well, I'm gonna say where I live, they have to do so many hours of volunteering before they can graduate. And it's funny because my granddaughter lives somewhere else in another state, and she doesn't have to do any volunteer hours to graduate. But my daughter doesn't, so she started this year so that she doesn't have to do them all in her senior year. And then I got this Tumbling, which is by Diane McKinney Wetson. Now, the book that I actually wanted is called Tempest. And then I think there's another one, something about blues or something or another. Those were the ones that I really wanted. I haven't came across them, but because it's by that particular that particular author, I did go ahead and get it. Only paid 50 cents for it, and yeah, it's in really, really good condition. I really don't know why some of these books are in such good condition. I don't understand why they sell them at all. Like this book, I don't know why they would take it off the shelf. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this book. I paid 50 cents for it. Paper Doll Lena. I don't know what this book is about either, but I remember having this in my Kindle library and never reading it. And so when I saw it for 50 cents, I got it. So obviously, at the time, I must have wanted to read it. So I went ahead and got it. It says Lena Henry is a wife and a mother who likens herself a pretty paper doll. She lives in a beautiful home in Atlanta suburbs. Her husband, David, is a well to do investment banker. She raised two wonderful teenagers. Good for her. To outside the world. Oh, excuse me. To the outside world, the Henry family is perfect. With no one What no one knows is that Lena's paper doll life is being torn apart in a controlling and abusive marriage. Oh, wow. When Lena develops an unexpected friendship with another man and reconnects with her former best friend, she begins navigating a way out of the emotional minefield that is her home. Wow, this is crazy. I'm glad I got this. It says, but as David senses his loss of control, he becomes more dangerous, and Lena must do everything in her power to protect herself and her children. In order to take back the happiness she deserves, Lena must first rediscover the strength and the fearlessness of her three-dimensional self. Okay. Yeah, that sounds really good. I am looking forward to this. So I haven't been reading very much because I've been in a slump, which I said last week, and I just was having like a really, really hard time getting into anything. Like I just couldn't hear it. Like it just wasn't interesting or anything. And so today, I had Happy Land on hold and it came through. And so I have been listening to Happy Land and um, I believe I'm back. Like, I hope I am. So Happy Land is turning out to be really good. And I am looking forward to it because I also have the Dream Hotel, so I can't wait to read that. But I'm gonna wait until I finish with Happy Land. I don't want to start, reading several books at the same time. I think that might have been part of the reason how I got in this thing. So I'm just gonna kind of take it slow. Hope you guys be patient with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, See you soon.